Hello YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with a continuation of our showcase of renowned explorers for Roguevember. Roguevember, of course, being a showcase of all of my favorite roguelikes. And we're going to continue with our run on renowned explorers until it's hopefully good, but potentially bad end. So, we're going to go ahead and hit continue. There's only a couple things that I really need to take care of as far as bookkeeping because, well, I simply forgot something. And that is that this little section down here isn't actually like selling stuff. So we gotta physically sell it here. That's not really going to make much of a difference to our gold, right? We can't really buy anything with this. It wouldn't have made a difference of things that we could have bought, but just something that we needed to do there. And so there's some things that you guys might have felt about the last video. I got no questions. Nobody asked, but I'm willing to throw them out there. First off, obviously, that first island was pretty small. It didn't really seem like there was really much to do with it. If I remember correctly, all of the starter islands have like 20 different nodes that they can roll. It might be a little bit larger than that, and they roll somewhere around like 15 or so. But there's still like a little bit of a variation in there. Some of them have overarching plot lines like hitting multiple nodes and like sort of like little mini stories that you can go through. But for the most part, yeah, there's not really much to those starting islands. But as you may have noticed, they gave us 10 supplies. And we're honestly going to need those 10 supplies because the upcoming areas are, I would say, significantly bigger. And they have like major nodes that they may or may not roll. Hidden boss battles that may or may not roll and stuff like that. And not only that, but we actually get complete control over our pathing. Well, I guess not complete control. We can't like just go ahead and go straight to like a tier 6 expedition. But there are 3 tier 2 expeditions, and we can choose to go ahead and just, whichever one we want. And they are, of course, again, good tooltips telling you exactly what you're expecting to find there. And so you can go towards either ones that are towards your benefit or that are towards your benefit of like skills that you have that are giving you a resource that you want, or the individual relics or artifacts that are specific to that region you might want to head there for. I believe we want to go to Molly Mystery because it's a friendly area. People are highly unlikely to get aggressive with us, but there are some encounters. And we're not very good at the checks. However, if we can manage to get stuff here, it's going to be pretty good for us because of the, well, it's a friendly location. All of the artifacts that we're looking for, well, not all of them, but a large amount of them are good for our specific build here. One thing that we do have to be careful of is lots of AoE in this area. And while Min has quite a bit of speech defense, 26, our other 2 people, well, I guess you have 25, but Hojo only has 12 speech defense. So if he gets hit by an AoE, we're going to be feeling it. And so we're going to have to work around that. There's also a lot of devious encounters here, but if we're friendly, we have the advantage that actually works out for us. So we're going to explore here. And we're going to go ahead and show off the map, and you will see that it is actually, I would say, at least twice as large as the initial island. I can't really, like I can pan out, but I can't, like, zoom out further than this. But, yeah. There's potentially a treasure here for an encounter, an engineer or rogue, of which we have none. Yeah, we are, like, absolute garbage for these checks, though. We're being attacked by a wild pack of hyenas because such is the circle of life. I am actually probably going to go Devious against them because that is how we get the best benefit. You fumbled. Thank you. What are... You're weak versus confident, huh? That's not really going to be a factor right now. And honestly, like I said, I'm kind of afraid for my life here. The thing is that up at classic difficulty, especially in like area 2, you can very easily get into like a death spiral, right? Where somebody just keeps getting knocked down and there's really nothing that you can do about it. So they just keep getting knocked down. It's really not good for much of anybody. But hopefully that just doesn't happen. Adding negative speech defense is probably not in our best interest, but we also probably need to do it. So we're going to drop back here and impress you. We can hit our own characters with our with a lot of our abilities. And so if for whatever reason you were wondering, well, is there like a medic in the game? The answer is yes, technically. I've used all of your movement and we will not be able to get the cute stare. Alright, well, if we just reduce numbers, we should be fine. You're vulnerable to confident. Okay. And now we just want to start dumping them with the with our Devious here so that we end up exactly where we want to be. Two treasure hunt is a lot. Like, that's easily worth more than this here. Like, one of these treasure hunts was worth that other reward, so we kind of rolled pretty high on that one. This is more supplies. I don't necessarily think that we need that. We have a 0 cost here, which is nice to explore stuff with. I think we go here, here, check that out. We can come back here for the supplies. Hope that we don't have to take a check for it. This will give us access to a tool, assuming that we succeed. We didn't. Which basically is just a one-time use. We can go ahead and just throw a plus 25 to any check. And I believe it doesn't disappear if we fail, too. Like, it only gets exhausted when we actually succeed. We will lose a resolve if we fail this. I'm going to choose to believe. She's going to impart us a secret massage technique that's important for the air quotes final boss. It allows us to get the. We got to do like 3 separate things in order to get the possibility of getting the best outcome at the end of the expedition. So finding that was pretty good, and also obviously not losing the resolve. -5 attack on this expedition. Oh no! Anyways. It's a 50-50 chance of finding more supplies. It was only 2 supplies. Come on, man. I was supposed to explore this while I was here. That was kind of foolish of me. Quick Thinker might be good here. Um, 100%. Boosh. Talks about a hidden horde. It, like I was thinking it was right there too. It's probably there. We might as well get a little bit more supplies here. Literally no cost of failure. Okay. Huh. This one does a lot for us. Decorated Rapier is pretty good for us, but I don't think that it's going to give us that much growth, so I'd rather use that in a area where it's, you know, we're not going to see exactly that much benefit. So I think that this one's probably going to do the best for us. If we get rank A treasures, we get the Uber tokens. I believe Uninformed is probably best for us. Basically just having Naturalist on your Scientist. Normally those 2 checks go together. Otherwise, the other one would have given us like Quick Thinker or one of the speech ones. I believe it's Beguiler, which I guess we could have used, but yeah. Otherwise, Eureka's pretty good. It gives us another 3 uses, assuming that we survive this, to get more tokens out of the campaign. But generally speaking, we can usually get. Guess we can't technically get better than that. Guess we'll go ahead and we'll keep that. Oh my goodness. And here was the hidden horde. Okay, let's get our discovery. We've been buffing it. It's a juicy rainbow node now. This is interesting. Can't remember which one this is. This is this village up here basically sent us to go take care of a hyena named Chuckles. And if we do that, then we'll get a treasure. So basically that's this right here. I almost feel like we should probably Like, I'm feeling pretty good versus Chuckles. Like, it's obviously a little bit spooky. You could very well die here. -10 grit? You've got no grit. I guess we could have just taken the normal one. That would have given us some supplies. All right. We're basically just here to snipe. What are you? You are also weak to excited. Okay, good stuff. Another thing about these later boss battles is that most of them will have enemies that just keep spawning on you. So keep note of that. I don't know if it's wise to take you head on. Let's go ahead, head back here, heal you up, give you more speech. We can use that to pop you a bit. We're not quite going to hit lethal here. I guess we could have done that the other way. Impress would have reduced your speech defense, and then we probably would have finished you. If you could actually walk a little bit faster, that'd be much appreciated, by the way. That's the sound of the reinforcements there, so there's probably an enemy nearby. A couple of enemies nearby. I think we're actually going to go out and meet them. Let's do this correctly this time. Impress. Then hit with that. And now we're going to have access to our cute stare, which is our nuke. Don't want to keep you with bonus damage. That's practically free. Alright. You are about to get excited, my friend. I don't know if there's anything that you can do. Guess you could have crit men. That would have done something. Like I said, was pretty confident in that. More speech, defense, and power. That's definitely appreciated. We're going to be using those. Two collect at the end of each expedition for each level of rogue or each level of athlete. We currently have athlete, but this is like currently 2 collect. It's currently 0 collect. That seems pretty garbage. But let's say that we get 2 athlete in the next prep phase. So then that's going to be 4 collect for 3 maps. I definitely think that the plus gold to collect is actually the best thing to grab here. Like, obviously, getting campaign is probably pretty good. This map's going to be pretty dry in campaign, so I could almost see why this is recommended here. This is better for our long term, but yeah, it might actually be that this is best for us. Like, this isn't going to give us... It's worth like 1/5 of a token. So we would need like 15 tokens for this to break even just on collect. We're going to get a lot of tokens though. Like, not just here, like across the entire game. Confident is only good if we're attacking. Otherwise, it's good to keep mood up to keep us resistant against negative moods. +1 collect whenever you enter an area with a wits challenge for the first time. That seems significantly worse. This can keep us from making ourselves excited, which increases our speech attack though. So I guess we're going with this one simply because it's better for our build, or at least terrible for our build. Like, being resistant to saddened is pretty good, but I think being resistant to excited attacks is probably best. It's going to keep her alive in this fight here, or this whole map. I don't think we're going back for that. Negative armor in this expedition. I don't think we care. It's going to walk on burning coals. It's obviously going to go well for us, right? No. No, we take gifts from warlords. Don't worry about it. This is free passage. Damn. We don't know how to get into the secret entrance. I'm thinking maybe here, wrap around here. This is another one of the 3 things that we need. I actually think we have 3 checks for the witch doctor at the end here, which is pretty good. And we want to end this one friendly because that helps us make this check. Guys are weak against being excited, huh? Well, boy, are you about to get it then. That's so unfortunate. Again, we really don't want to leave them excited. They'll do more damage to us. We're just going to finish numbers here. We need this one to protect us later against possible T-Rex attacks. Pack of hyenas, they're going to be aggressive. We are prepared. Not too concerned because there's not really a lot of them, as you can see. So, if I can line them up, get destroyed. Technically making you confident when you're aggressive isn't a good idea. Increasing their attack just so that they can bop us. Am I willing to take a debuff for science? Yes. Oh, they actually... Never mind. They must have buffed that at some point. That is substantial. Holy lord, that's not good. Well, we got that one level of diplomat, thankfully. We kind of need to hit this. Thank you. Oh my good lord. The tension. Committee puts in a good word. You know the massage technique. Don't ask questions. Just gonna just keep asking for more massages. Again, don't ask questions. We're gonna tell them that that's too much. Like, it's starting to get a little bit creepy, my dude. Alright, so. If we keep him excited or impressed, he is going to lower his mask, which is going to lower his defenses, because right now he is kind of a brick wall. Not really good for us. This is going to happen. Victor is made out of mental paper. We've really got to worry about him. I was really hoping that you would just frickin' up roll. We are still highly concerned about AoE attacks, but there's really not much that we can do, I believe. Except hope that Hojo can dodge some attacks. Whew! Thank you for the up roll. Holy lord, that's huge. And then let's make sure that you don't have bonus damage. We should be able to push this in one more turn. Oh, don't take out Hojo, please. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you swapped here? What the heck? Okay. I'm about it. We might as well get in this healing zone. Where is the AoE guy? Not anywhere near us. Okay, we're fine. Next turn. We might lose one resolve here. It's fine. And you missed because we are the best. My 21 grit coming in handy. I'm going to take you out with a cute stare. Good night, little lion. Alright. Got a free treasure hunt in there. Whole ton of tokens. And being friendly is fantastic. Consider that, YouTube. We got access to the exclusive top tier reward here. Your current highest level athlete gains 4 collect on any athlete spins. That is honestly the worst thing that could have possibly rolled. Did we take a beguiler? We took a diplomat. We don't have access to beguiler. Oh my good lord. I thought that we gained naturalist from the... We're gonna have an athlete. The problem is that he's gonna be a level 1 athlete, and his odds of winning on athlete rolls are not gonna be good. We are going to need an athlete though for the T-Rex. Anyways, that's the end of the Mali Wilderness. Again, pretty much chose that because, well, I was kind of hoping to get a better Chihuahua, but honestly, our treasures were ass. But we got tons of tokens, I guess. I don't know. Then, of course, we gained tons of treasure due to the fact that Hojo's campfire basically gives us a tier 2 token whenever we get an artifact, and these are all treasure artifacts. So we got a ton of money, and as you can see, we're already up at 6th place, and this is why I do not respect it. Anyways, at this point in the game, there's sort of like branching paths, and you can go ahead and choose which of these two that you want. New Orleans has a better equipment shop, and then of course Constantinople has a better entourage hall. If I recall correctly, this equipment shop is the one that boosts specific moods. Like, we can get books, but what they do is they're equivalent to a book of their tier, but they also give like a huge bonus to, like, say, excite skills. So on Min, who has, you know, both her or not even a try to excite, her excite and her acute stare are both like, I'm not getting the words out. You know what I'm trying to say. They're both excite skills. Then obviously those are very good. I could obviously have that completely wrong, but I believe that's the case here. And a modest entourage hall will still have the lobbyists, the scientists, and the merchants, which we use to upgrade our tokens. We will eventually get the other one, I believe. I don't remember if it's at the next one or... Okay, I absolutely lied. It's going to buff encounter. That's not at all what I thought was going to happen. And honestly, here I would have liked to have gotten some more... Like, we need the skill that I keep saying, athlete. So we're probably going to have to take this. And I believe tenacious is the easier one to get. So we're going to go ahead and add smashing to Victor. Tenacious can be gotten off of an equipment, I'm pretty sure. And that's why we're not grabbing that one. Go ahead, upgrade this entourage hall, and then I want to improve not my lobbyists, probably my merchants, honestly. Get 2 of those, because we're probably going to collect a bit. Well, I mean, we might as well take a lobbyist, to be frank. Let me just take a look at all these specialists again. collect when friendly. That's pretty good for us. Oh, hello. These are honestly tough. I would kind of like to get survivalist camping. Diplomats customs, I believe, is also a pretty good one here. Otherwise, we could just upgrade again. Get a tier 4 tactician. That way, Victor can now give us collect every time that he succeeds. Offense or defense? What do you get here? You get formations. So we can't grab defense, so it would be offense. That seems pretty good, honestly. Let's go ahead, let's do that. Alright. And then I think I want one student because we're probably going to do a little bit of research. That seems about right. We're going to get a little bit of collect when we're grabbing other stuff. And so that is actually eventually going to allow us to get like a trader or something. It's not going to be too exciting, but it's something. And I was right. These are the books of moods here. So Book of Joy. Oh, it's only specifically excited trying to excite. Still better than a normal book, though. Like, that's literally our book with plus 20% damage. Seems pretty good to me. Which means you can probably take these books. I think we want to upgrade our defense first. But we do want this. Let's actually take a look at our research. Do we want all of this? Kinda. Like, more supplies is great. Extra campaign is great. Otherwise, I'm honestly feeling like engineering is good, makes us more money, and just for opening this, we get a tool every expedition. Otherwise, which is the moods one? Choose one emotion that will have a stronger effect. That's pretty good too. I'm gonna hit this, start researching. Let's cap this out. More supplies basically just means that we get more treasures, which means that we get more stuff, which means that we get more supplies. It's just in our best interest. And then I want to get at least one more of these. This will flash whenever we're able to research, which is, I'm thankful for it. We'll start with the tools, and then getting research from collect is probably our best next thing. Especially if we can get it before we switch over to gaining a ton of collect right now. But I don't think that we're going to gain that much extra collect right now. Because we're going to try and fail there. How much were we off? By 6. Son of a bitch. Alright. That's fine. It's fine. All exciting abilities grant speech. I'm kind of about that. That's athlete stamina. I think we need it simply because, well, we need more athlete in the group. You already have a good memento. Kind of feel like we want another good memento on you. That'll sort of balance you out, give you decent damage reduction, 33% in both. Oh. Excuse me? Give you a good book. This is kind of wasteful. Are we doing negative spirit damage? That's odd. Okay. Okay, game. Diplomat guide. You can have that. We are going to want one. Like, survivalist is just so important to get more supplies. And then, dare I say, let's upgrade the shop. It's over here, actually. Dare I say, actually? Yeah, you don't have weapons. So this actually makes you a Tactician 5. Toss that up there. Give you this. Gives you a Survivalist and an Athlete. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And I guess we'll just keep the extra gold. You kind of want to keep 100 spare gold before you go into an expedition, because there's quite a bit of areas that are like, hey, you want to trade, and they won't take collect for whatever reason. So this is honestly looking quite good to me. I feel like we convincingly... Oh, I guess we just totally talked over this one. So the other thing that the campfire stories do is that they change how people feel about each other, but it's never a negative thing to actually have people like hate each other. If you start like a rivalry or something like that, you still get a bonus here. Plus 5 speech defense, 5% speech power. Pretty noticeable. And if you get it up to tier 2, then you will actually get a free skill, depending on whichever character that you are either good or like bad relationship with. So we're rocking this glass cannon build, and that's basically why I chose Min for his event, is because I want to give her more speech. Anyways, with that out of the way, again, we're gonna keep continuing this until we get to the end of the run. Hopefully we will hug that T-Rex that we were talking about on the first video. And if not, well, at least we get to show off the game. Again, relatively good Molly mystery. I feel like we found the right fights that we wanted. We failed a couple of checks that would have been nice to get, like especially ones for our supplies, which would have allowed us to explore more, get more stuff. The bonuses on our treasures were pretty mid for us, but at least we're still going to be able to use it. If I recall correctly, we now have an athlete In fact, our current highest level athlete is 2 different people. Oh, never mind. I lied. So, whenever he succeeds on athlete spins, we get 4 collect, which hopefully eventually we'll be able to get some science out of that too, so that we just go all in on collect and it's basically a science token as well. Gold from collect is okay. The treasure hunts were okay. It was alright. Again. But as far as like how scary the fights got, like we handled ourselves pretty well. Despite the fact that we like super debuffed Victor, he still was fine. Anyways, if this caused you guys to purchase the game, be sure to leave a comment down below. If you guys have any other feedback, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put those down there too. And until next time, I will catch you guys around.